keep in mind, this is the first of our endurance events, so it's going to be a long one tonight. 90 minutes, 30 minutes qualifying. They got a 10 minutes practice session going on now, so I'll get into the point scenario. We're almost at halfway throughout the championship so far. So after the first 3 races, keep in mind all feature races, their worst feature round will be dropped. As for the endurance rounds, none of them will be dropped. So this one tonight matters, and they must accumulate as much points as possible tonight. The points tonight, same for qualifying, fastest lap, etc, etc, but race finishing positions are double points. So there's a lot to play for in terms of points tonight. So we're going to see a couple of the drivers maybe going to the triple figures in total points tonight. So we'll wait and see. So we'll get right into business. We've got Angry Old Fella, the championship leader in the Chevy on 64 points. And he's closely followed by Ty Morgo, who had a breakout performance last week. Got his first race win, got a pole position. Clean sweep the points last week. He's 3 points behind Angry Old Fella, and he's on 61. Morningstar Mike, early pace setter in the league. He's missed out in a couple opportunities the past 2 rounds, though he's had a couple rounds to forget, but he sees himself 7 points away from the championship lead. He's on 57 points. We go further down to someone awesome. He's missed out on a round, but he's only 18 points behind, so at this stage, if you take away the worst performances from the top 3 guys, he's there or thereabouts in the mix, a few points away from the championship lead. So he could be a late charger here when we take out that worst feature race round. So he's on 46 points. Exodus in the Ferrari is on 39. Hex 6972 is on 31. And Carmichael 975 is also on 31 points. BPV8 is on 29 points. Machapo, I don't think he'll make it tonight. He's on 28 points. Scraffy and the Lone Porsche is on 24. Brett wants 7. He's on 22 points. Mike is on 20. And Hawks is on 18 points. And the rest of the drivers below have not attended an event, so they've got no points. So we'll go to the live scenes. Now, this is something different tonight. We've got a 10-minute practice session going on. So, on the live scenes now, I'm spectating someone awesome. We'll go on board with our championship leader, Angry Old Fella. He's clipped the wall down at the S's. Seems to be straight still. See how he goes. Nothing to play for in this session, but extra practice for the 90-minute race is crucial. So I think Angry Old Fella was talking about not having next to no practice at all. So this for him is going to be pretty much the first laps we'll see him do. He almost lost the rear there, but it planted well on the corner exit at the chase. The car looks quite stable. There's a few little things that you can pick up, but that's my personal preference for driving. So we'll see what this time is from Angry. If it's an outlap. I think that may have been an outlap, so this will be his hot lap. He's lost a little bit of mid-corner speed at the first corner, but we know the Chevy is a bullet down the long straight, so up Mountain Straight, he should have the top end speed to beat pretty much any car tonight. So I reckon it's going to be the dominant car throughout most of the track. Up on the hill, we're going to see the Ferraris, the Ford GTs, the Porsche extremely dominate. The good thing about the Ford GT as well, it's got very good straight line speed, so it's more of a hybrid all-round car, and I reckon that will suit Bathurst very well also. So as for Angry, he's got to find the absolute maximum up on the hill, because he's a bit vulnerable up there in the Chevy. He's keeping his speed up. We'll see how the S's go. Ty Morgo for 214. Morningstar Mike for 2:29. I think they'll be out laps, but Angry almost lost the rear there, coming out of the S's. He's down at Forest Elbow now, gone a bit wide, but the car does not want to turn there. Everyone's learnt that from experience. So he's down Conrod straight now. Top end speed really going to favour him. This black Chevy has a nice look. I wouldn't think it would in the dark though, so thank God it's not a night race. Just kept it smooth through the chase. So we got 2:03.5 from Heck. Early pace setter. It's good enough time to get top spot in the practice session. And Angry goes second with a 2:06.6. We'll go on board with Heck. He's flying at the moment. We'll quickly go on board with someone awesome. I think he's on outlap, so we'll go back on board with Heck, who's coming up the mountain. We've got Ty Morgo going top with a 2:02.8. I reckon we'll see times of 2 minutes tonight, if the drivers are that keen with their practice. Really throwing everything at it, Heck. He's 7 tenths down from Ty Morgo. Keep in mind they're both in the Ferrari, so they both have the same strengths and weaknesses as a stock standard car, that is. Scrape the wall and exit the S's. He's at Forest Elbow now. He's got it turned in quite well. Bit of exit understeer, but still gets through quite nicely. Now, Conrod Straight's going to be its weakness here. It's not going to be as good as the Chevy, nor the Ford GT. We've got a couple Ford GTs in Morningstar Mike and someone awesome. We've got the Chevy of Angry. We've got a Porsche in with Scraffy now. He's going to thrive up on the mountain, but straight line speed for the Porsche is going to be quite minimal. He's going to be very vulnerable. He's just going to have to let drivers pass down Conrod and mountain straight. Heck improves, but a 2:03.1. He does not improve his position on track. We'll go on board with someone awesome. He is on a hot lap. He's throwing everything at it by the seams of it, not qualifying, and we're seeing the drivers throw everything at it at the top of the mountain. Really using the engine to get the car to a stop down the S's. Is he going to scrape? No, he's not. Oh, he scraped the X of the S's. It's not unusual to see that. It happens quite a lot. If you've watched a lot of Bathurst events, that is. Now, this is just a stock GTE series. They're free to do setup, so it's not based off of the Bathurst 12 hour, but I tried to align it similar. But to have it in endurance, I think that's probably a good call, because Bathurst is one of those iconic tracks that you would have an endurance at, because you've got the Bathurst 1000, the Bathurst 12 hour, and the Bathurst 6 hour, so all quite lengthy races that are classed as endurances. So someone awesome goes P3 with a 2:04.9, and that is practice over for him. Morningstar Mike is done. Scraffy is the only one out on track, but I think this is an outlap from Scraffy. We'll soon find out. Ty Moore goes on a lap, so we'll go on board with the leader in this practice session. He's right behind Scrappy as well, so they're both in the same sector pretty soon. Coming out of Forest Elbow, look to get it out quite nicely. See how Ty Morgo's got this car set up for the long straight. I don't know how much aero these guys have, but They'll come at a compromise depending on which way they go. Very deep on the brakes, a late lock-up as well, and he went a bit wide on corner entry, so it would cost him a little bit of time there. Getting a lot of curb out of Murray's. See up ahead, hell corner. What is this? Angry old fella. I think he joined back. That's all good. So Ty Morgo did go better with a 2:01.7. So these are your practice results. Heck with a 2:03.1. Someone awesome with a 2:04.9. Morningstar Michael with a 2:06.3. Angry old fella championship leader with a 2:06.6. Got some work to do, as well as Morningstar Mike. Exorcist with a 2:06.8 and Scraffy with a 2:25.3. So we'll continue to the 30 minutes quali. I did send invites out to a lot of drivers tonight, but whether or not they join, we'll soon find out. But at this stage, probably about 8 or 9. I'd say about 8. Worst case scenario, 7. So the first to jump, Scraffy, warming up his tyres in the pits. We'll see if that pays dividends at the end of the outlap. We'll see how he goes. His performances lately, even though he's done 2 races, weren't quite good, but we'll see what he can do. Bathurst might be a turning point for him and his championship. But as far as the championship goes, I wouldn't say he is a realistic threat at the title. He can make a lot of positions up the championship table, but to say he's a championship contender is pretty much unrealistic considering the point scenario. We also have Ty Morgo out on track. We'll see how far around the track he is. I think he's behind Scraffy. He is. He's at the cutting. We're back on board with Scraffy, who's going to have the outright advantage at the top of the mountain. We're at McPhillamy now. Iconic location for McLaughlin's shootout lap, going a bit wide and still getting a blitzing lap time there. Scraffy's crashed down the S's. I don't know if he's got damage. Looks to be taking it easy. Maybe tyres aren't warm enough. I don't have the tyre data, but from what I've seen, he hasn't been working those tyres in. He's leaving his gear changes quite late. I don't know if that's to get a bit more extra speed down Conrod, but it wouldn't really matter in the Porsche because you're very vulnerable to any other GTE car. But the good thing, he can brake very late, assuming he doesn't do that. So he's probably going to have to give way to Ty Morgo here. Let Ty Morgo get past. Maybe, maybe not. No, he's not. Ty Morgo slowed right down. So we're going board with Scraffy. He's about to start a hot lap. Got to keep in mind the control line is right near the first corner, not the last corner. And I think he's been that lap. So as for Ty Morgo, if Ty Morgo catches up, Scraffy would probably have to give way. Unless Scraffy feels like he's got a pace for a hot lap. So we'll go on board on Ty Morgo to see how quick he can gain on the Porsche of Scraffy. See it, Griffin's Bend, he's gained quite a lot of time there. We're at the cutting now. One line groove there. All the way up the mountain, pretty much a one line groove unless someone is very optimistic and sends it down the inside. But that requires both drivers to sort of negotiate there, and I don't think the one that has track position will give away that position as easy as it would be. Just chuck it down the inside, and Scraffy getting loose. He's probably going to have to get out of the way of Ty Morgo here. He does. but it looked quite loose down at the S's. Now Scrappy's going to have to reset, and I'll assume Ty Morgo would have to as well. And as for Scrappy, I think he got the rear tail very loose. He might be running low aero because he's at quite a disadvantage down Conrod and Mountain Straight. We'll see if he can catch up down Conrod, but it looks to be that Ty Morgo is just going away in the distance here. As for Ty Morgo, I don't think it will be a 202 as you would like, or a 201. It'll be more of the 203 mark now. Gotta keep in mind, that's quite good. A 203.1 was the closest challenger to Ty Morgo. It's a 204.9, not as I predicted. Scrappy with a 202.5. Now we're on board with Angry. He's got a lot of pace to find in the Chevy here. Very deep under brakes. This car's a lot heavier than others as well. He's right on the tail of Morningstar Mine, one of these championship contenders. So for these two here, it's a boxing match, you would say, but a three-way boxing match between the contenders. And Angry goes provisional pole with a 204.5. And Morningstar Mike goes P3 with a 205.2. So the three championship leaders all in the top three. Good signs for them. Someone awesome. I think an outlap from him. We'll go on board with someone awesome. He's had a race win. He's got quite extraordinary pace in this Ford GT. See how deep he goes at Griffin's Bend. Very deep. Very different line to what I've seen, but it looks to be effective. One line through the cutting. He's executed it well. He's using every bit of road possible here. He doesn't keep it flat near Reed Park. Is he gonna be as aggressive as he was in practice? I don't think he was that time around up on the mountain. Go Mongo. Thank you for subscribing, DGS7. Thanks, mate. Now, who is Brenticles? Unless it's a PSN name change, I wouldn't know who you're on about. So we're still on board with someone awesome here. So Ty Morgan on the pits, and as I stop talking, he's recorded a 202.5, and there's still 20 minutes in the session, so he'll be in the pits to make some necessary changes, I would assume. And the Heck goes P2 with a 203.6. Extraordinary pace from him. We know he had the pace in the mini practice session, and he's also executing it in the qualifying so far. And someone awesome goes P3 with a 203.8. So as far as the results are concerned, Ty Morgo with quite a hefty lead at the top with a 202.5. So his championship protagonists in Angry and Morningstar Mike, and you can count someone awesome in the picture here, all got a lot of time to make up. So we'll find another car. We'll go on board with Bexo. He's in sector 3. He's heading into the chase now. You can hear that engine roar on the downshifts, and he's had a lock-up. There's a massive lock-up there. Invites are out. I'll have to notify Carmichael. I did send him an invite. Just bear with me here. I just have to message Carmichael. So hopefully that gets sorted, because from this menu I cannot invite anyone, unfortunately. But I did send an invite to Carmichael, so hopefully it works. I had request to start a practice session, and I gave it to him. It's quite a hard track, to be quite honest, an iconic track. You know, the mountain, no one really conquers it. It chooses you to win, and it also chooses you to lose. So we're on board with someone awesome once again, who's about to finish another lap. He's got quite extraordinary pace earlier on. There is an improvement there, and he goes second with a 2:03.3. It puts him up one position. We're on board with Morningstar Mike. He had to let off the accelerator a bit up on the mountain near McPhillamy. Taking it easy down the S's. Looks to have a lot of understeer. Doesn't look to be fighting the car around. Scrappy with a lot of oversteer at Forest Elbow. That's a bit unusual. Ty Morgo for the win. DGS7. Oh, he's looking pretty good for it so far, but we've got a 90-minute race to come, so for the drivers, I wouldn't say you have to be fast. You just got to keep the car straight, and I guess in the last 20 minutes, if you're on the lead lap within 30 seconds, I'd say you're a red hot chance. So good early pace from Ty Morgo, I've got to admit. Early favourite at this stage, I'd say. We've still got 90 minutes plus this extra 20 minutes for the qualifying session. So as for this lobby, I'll have to ask someone to invite Carmichael here. So just bear with me here. So I'm organising someone to get Ty Morgo, no, not Ty Morgo, Carmichael. Now Scrappy's in the wall. I asked him to invite, so just bear with me, I'll give him a name. Alright, so Carmichael should be coming in now. We'll go on board with Ty Morgo. Does he improve? No, he does not. So he's starting another hot lap here. So as for DGS7, it's a bit of screen time to see your favourite driver. See if he can get provisional pole. Pole rather. And see if he can improve on that time. He's showing quite good pace over last week's event and so far right now. So he's looking to be a mid-season favourite for the championship. The first two races, I can't say he did awful, but he was quite unhappy with himself not getting on the podium, if you know what I mean. He got 2 4th placings, but with a very competitive field, they are awesome results. So, but as for Ty Morgo, he was quite unhappy with those results, and it showed. He drove with some heart and some persistence in round 3 at Alton Park, and it paid off. He clean swept round, and he's lost it at the S's. So, unfortunate scenes there for Ty Morgo. Heck goes P2 with a 2:03.2. Someone awesome's about to go over the control line here. See if it's an improvement. It is not. We'll go on board with Bangry, who has just started a hot lap, I would assume. he's in sector 1, coming into the cutting now. One line groove here. He gets as much of the inside as possible. Makes a lot of exit. Slightly off the accelerator, but he gave a bit of an accelerator input there. I haven't seen any driver done that so far, so good techniques from Angry here. And he's really throwing it around at the top of the mountain. You know, the Chevy will be renowned not to do as well there, but I might be quite surprised if it actually gets the fastest second sector, because Angry seems to be a very good pilot of the Chevy in this series. And it shows, being the championship leader in the last race. The track didn't favour the Chevy. It was at Alton Park, so it will favour your high downforce cars, low weight, in the Porsche, the Ford GT and the Ferraris. And he seemed to be punching above his weight in certain sectors of tracks that he shouldn't be. So he's showing very good pace in this thing that I wouldn't think he can get out of it. So he's about to finish this lap. We'll see if it's an improvement on the 204. He's been relegated to P5. His Morningstar Mike has moved up into P4 with a 204.3. This lap seemed to be very smooth. No improvement. So I'm quite shocked there. That's for Morningstar Mike, Ty Morgo, rather. That'll be an out lap. We're on board with Peck, who has further improved with a 202.6, and he's 1/10 behind his Ferrari companion in Ty Morgo. So there is a big battle going on for pole position, and someone awesome goes up in the pole position with a 202.2. He's beat Ty Morgo by 2/10. What has Ty Morgo got in response to that? So the Ford GT showing its power. As for DGS7, you wouldn't be quite happy right now. Your favourite driver's been relegated to P2. But he's got good pace, so this battle's going to go down to the wire for quali. Top 3 drivers separated by 4/10. So as for Ty Morgo, this will be a hot lap, and he will be looking to improve on that 202.5. Remember, he got a 201.7 in practice, so there's a lot of pace to be gained out of this lap time. So we'll stay on board this lap. Ty Morgo and Heck, so we got a couple favourite drivers here. It's very competitive at the top, and two of the other championship protagonists in Morningstar Mike and Angry got a lot of pace to find, so Ty Morgo could leave this round as championship leader, and maybe someone awesome could pick up a few big haul crucial points as well, because we know that none of the endurances are being dropped, so you've got to make the most of these rounds. You have one joker round that you can drop with the feature races. We've got 2 of those left, and at this stage, someone awesome, once we take out the worst rounds for everyone in the feature race, he puts himself up to around P2, P3 in the championship. So I had a quick look at that before. Now he missed out on a race as well, so that will be why he doesn't lose any points at all. That first round he got a 0-4, that's taken out, so basically no points taken. So Ty Morgo at Murray's. Is this going to knock someone awesome off? It does, with a 202.1, and they're separated by 1/10. Ty Morgo has the advantage over someone awesome. Heck in the pits, he's 5/10 down. We'll go on board with Morningstar Mike, who's got to find some pace. He's in the Ford GT as well. Someone awesome's proved that it's very quick up on the mountain. So as for Morningstar Mike, he's going to try and replicate a similar lap to someone awesome. He's very cautious on the accelerator input here in Morningstar Mike. Keeping up to the rev limiter in 4. See if he can hold it straight down at the S's. He's shortcutted the S's, so that will be a slowdown. Lap done for him, so you have to reset, rejuvenate as well. Angry old fella, he's at Forest Elbow. Angry old fella going down Conroe straight now, about to enter the chase. His thing is a bullet. He can't brake as deep as everyone else though, so that is the problem there for Angry Old Fella. All that speed gained down the straight is soon to be lost in the braking zone. But he's a good operator of the Chevy, we know that. He sits P5 right now and he's championship leader. He doesn't improve. So as for Morningstar Mike, he doesn't improve either. We'll go on board with Carmichael, who I think is on a hot lap. So he's in the lone Aston Martin here, and he had good pace last week with a P4, I think it was. Very good from him. He's taking a bit cautious down the S's. Maybe the Aston Martin has a lot of understeer. I haven't driven the GTE Aston Martin V4, but if it's anything like its GT3 counterpart, it's a dog to drive, but it's very rewarding if you can push it, if you know what I mean. So, a good car choice, but it's a challenge. Down Conrod, he would also have the top speed in the Aston Martin. It would be very similar in respect to the Chevy. Hear the power of the engine. I think it's a V10 in under the bonnet there. Carmichael relegates Straffy to P8, and they're only separated by a tenth now. We're on board with Morningstar Mike, who's about to finish another hot lap. So we'll see what happens here. He's heading in the Murrays now. The renowned corner. A lot of cars ending in the sand trap there. And Angry goes P4 with 203.7. So I think I was on board with the wrong car, because Angry Old Fella looks to be on a mission here, looking to improve on what is a competitive time. And Ty Morgo goes slightly quicker with a 201.9. Not faster than his practice lap, but it is quick. It's the first time in the ones. Now what does someone awesome, heck, Angry Old Fella, pretty much everyone have in response to that time? I have a feeling this qualifying session is going to go down to the wire. And as for DGS7, that would be a good sight for you. Favourite driver on top. But as for Angry Old Fella, he's looking to... Oh, that would have lost a lot of time there. It could improve on the free, but we'll wait and see. We'll go on board with Morningstar Mike, who is closely behind Angry. Morningstar Mike going into the chase here. Don't want to do a cool fart and roll it. Hear that engine braking. Gets a lot of inside curb. There's no slide on the upshift. A slight oversteer on exit. He's very aggressive on the downshifts here. Be unnatural to hear that in a V8 supercar around this track. Morningstar Mike does not improve. We're on board with Exo, who's behind Angry. He's going to get a little bit of a helping hand here in the slipstream. We know the Chevy is built like a bullet. It's got very little drag resistance. You can pick him, that's good. We'll see if Ty Morgo can hold on. But it's going to be close because Someone Awesome is on a 2-minute flat and it's 8/100ths between the top two. And then we got Heck 7/10ths behind. So there was a close battle there. Very close. And everything to play for in this quali because 6 points for pole, 4 points for second and 2 points for third. The rest of the quali positions, no points awarded. So if you want bonus points, you're going to have to show good quali pace. And if you want an extra bonus point in the race, you want to go for fastest lap. So we've had a spin at the elbow and Exo's lap is pretty much done. And what has Carmichael done here? I reckon the Flames did that. Would this be an improvement though? He's got a 2:08.9. There's a lot of time for improvement for Carmichael. There's no improvement there. So we'll stay on board for the first sector. So going up Mountain Straight, how deep on the brakes does he go? He goes a lot deeper than usual and he went a bit wide. I'm not sure if that's going to lose him too much time, but it's definitely going to lose something. He's gone wide at the cutting as well and he scrapes the wall and I think that will be lap done, the challenge for pole. See how he attacks up on the top of the mountain and then we'll go on board with Someone Awesome. The rear looks to be very loose. We'll see if he has trouble at the S's this time. He takes it a bit slower because I reckon that the Aston Martin looks to be very taily and he's in the wall. Unfortunate scenes there and Someone Awesome's car doesn't look in a good way either, so he's had an incident earlier on that I haven't seen, but his car will be repaired. It's just a glitch with project cars. So Ty Morgo goes faster. I didn't mention that with a 2:01.715. That's 1/100th slower than his practice time. Now, as for Someone Awesome, tried to get a little bit of slipstream off the Carmichael there. So Someone Awesome got a lot of time to gain. 3/10ths. The Ferraris are looking pretty quick. We've got two in the top three. And Someone Awesome scraping the wall on exit at cutting. We're up at Reed Park now. He's gone fully flat, he scrapes the wall, past the grate. We're at McPhillamy now. Does he go wide? No, he doesn't. Going down in the S's, he's got to dance his car around. The tricky bit is the last bit of the S because your car is on 3 wheels. He's got it done. Didn't go wide either and scraped the exit wall. But he's had a massive lock up at the elbow. That's going to lose him a bit of time there. Scruffy goes up the P7 with a 2:07.8. He's in the pits now, but he's still got a lot of time to gain. But as for that, he is officially done for quali. The only ones out on track that can improve are Someone Awesome and Heck, because Angry has returned to the pit box. He thinks maybe that's as fast as he can go, but being a 90-minute race, you don't have to be fast, you have to survive. Someone Awesome goes across the line, and he does not improve, but he's still got another lap in hand. So I thought qualifying was done there. Apologies there. So Someone Awesome got the whole track to himself, basically a shootout lap, got warm tyres. Every bit of pressure is on him now. He's trying to keep the mid-corner speed up around Griffin's Bend. Up at the cutting, he didn't go the usual line. He's lost a little bit of speed in the mid-corner. He tries to keep it flat around Reed Park. Now this is a tricky part. One line groove, traditionally. Now he's going to have to throw every bit at it down the S's. A lot of inside curb. Gets it rotated in quite nicely. Doesn't look to have too much understeer. Now this is where he made the mistake last lap, and he's got a bit loose on entry, but he's held on to it. A bit late upshift there. Shouldn't lose him too much speed, but we've got to keep in mind that in the race, if you get in the rev zone, you're going to take some engine damage down the track. So there's going to be a nail-biter finish here. Is that Murray's last corner of Bathurst, Mount Panorama? A lot of inside curb. Didn't use a lot of the exit curb. Where does this put him? We'll soon find out. So Ty Morgo retains pole. Someone Awesome did improve on that last lap, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't quite enough to get Ty Morgo off pole. So the top two drivers in the ones. We got Heck in P3 with a 2:02.6. Angry Oldfellow with a 2:03.7. The championship leader starts P4. Morningstar Mike P5 2:03.8. Exorcist with a 2:05.1. Scrappy with a 2:07.8. And Carmichael with a 2:08.9. So we'll go into the race here. Angry, he's been relegated. So Scraffy up in the 5th. Angry all the way down the 6th. Exo down the 8th. So the whole grid has changed because of penalties. Grid slot penalties. So I wonder what's going on there. I'm not quite sure. So as for DGS7, your favourite driver is on pole. He's in the prime spot to win this race. We got Someone Awesome in 2nd, Heck in P3, Morningstar Mike in P4. Because of that penalty Angry has acquired, Scraffy in P5. That is very unusual to see him in the 3rd row. Angry in P6, Carmichael P7, and Exo P8. We're about to go green, so we have less than a minute to go. I don't know how I'm going to hold on for this 90 minutes because it's going to be pretty close between a lot of these guys. Now, earlier on, they got to try keep their car straight. They got to try survive. They can't just go out and punch out fastest lap after fastest lap earlier on in the race. They got to do that in the last 30 to 20 minutes of the race. So we'll see varying strategies here. There might be drivers that do a few pit stops, but there might be one or two that do one. You run the hards, you could probably get away with a one pit stop. So double stint. So everyone's readied up. Someone awesome. He's got his lights on. Time will go. Pole position. Here we go. The first endurance of the GTE Sunset Series is underway. Awesome start by Time Morgo. He's going to have to defend into turn 1 though, because someone awesome seems to have had a good secondary start. And he's going to have the inside heading up the Griffin's Bend. So as for this battle, we're going to go on the chase view. On board with Heck. So Time Morgo going defensive at Griffin's Bend. We've got a freeway battle for the lead. Scrappy up in the P4, and he's in the wall at Forest Elbow. No, correction, at Griffin's Bend. He's holding up the pack here. Morningstar Mike, Carmichael, Angry Old Fella, and Exo right behind Scrappy. The top 3 have quite a big lead now, and they're closing each other in sequence. So we'll stay on board with this pack here. A little bit of a mistake from someone awesome. He's trying to hold on to it. He's trying to reassess what he has to do. He's lost a bit of time to Time Morgo. Heck, going a bit wide in the S's, but he's recovered nicely. So as for these guys, I don't lock up from Heck. I don't think we're going to see many attack hard earlier on. Carmichael's up in the P4. Scrappy relegated to P5. Angry in P6, and Scrappy is going to have to not block here. He's made it hard for Angry, but Angry going to get past with relative ease. Morningstar Mike is further back in P7. Exorcist in P8. I'm not sure how the stream's holding up because I'm getting a lot of lag spike here. So we're going alright. The stream's still up. Hopefully it doesn't last that long. Good, good. Oh, speaking too soon here. We'll go back on board with someone awesome. So as for someone awesome, he's lost quite a bit of time to the top 2. Time Morgo and Heck, both in the Ferraris, closing each other quite closely. So the Ferrari looking quite strong earlier on. But as the race continues to tick down, as in the time remaining, we'll soon find out who the true contenders are for the race lead and for the podium positions. Scrappy with a lot of oversteer at the cutting. I don't know how much damage Scrappy has, but he would have acquired quite a lot at this stage. Getting a lot of lag spike here. I'm not sure what's going on. And Scrappy is in the wall. And he's taken out Angry too. Unfortunate scenes for the championship leader. We will have to look into that one. But we'll have to see what exactly happened. Because I'm not entirely sure. Trying to get on board with a battle pack here, and Heck is closely following Time Morgo. So as for Scrappy and Angry, that is not good scenes for them. Seriously not sure what's going on with the stream tonight. It seems to be suffering quite a lot. So hopefully it holds on the duration. because this is going to be a close battle to the end. If it doesn't, I'm going to put it straight on record on the PlayStation, and then I'll upload that to YouTube with the commentary over, hopefully. I think I got the settings set up for that. And that will be uploaded as soon as this race finishes, pretty much. That's worst case scenario. So if we look at the last lap times, Heck has got a 2:04.2. Ty Morgo 9/10 slower than Heck with a 2:05.1. So two different strategies here from the two Ferraris. Now, at some point during this race, I'm going to have to go away from the mic and get a drink here and there, so it's quite hot, but I'm going to make sure it's as minimal as possible. A lock up from Heck. But I'll make sure when that happens, we'll keep on board with a battle pack. But as for Angry, the championship leader, unfortunate scenes for him. And there's the Porsche of Scraffy limping the pit lane. So Porsche, for the third week in a row, will not be happy with Scraffy. We know it's not real life. We're just trying to make puns out of this. Trying to have some sort of entertainment alongside the entertainment of the racing between the guys. Try and make sure that what I say is, you know, entertaining and humorous in some ways. So I'm gonna try and come up with some puns. Ty Morgo last lap with a 2:03.9, but Heck with a 2:04 flat. It's barely enough in it between these two. They don't want to be attacking each other this early on in the race, though. For Heck, he's going to have to evaluate, does he make the move now or does he wait? Because there is going to be a pit stop that has to be made as well. Now, Heck is right on the tail of Ty Morgo. Ty Morgo might make some uncharacteristic mistakes with this much pressure being applied. Remember, a one-line groove up on the mountain. Unless Heck is very optimistic and wants to send it down the inside. But it'll have to have the full commitment between the two drivers. Scraffy is in the pits with that terminal damage. He lost his rear wing. We saw him limp the pit lane last lap when Heck and Ty Morgo passed by. So the championship leader is still on the lead lap. He's going to have to gain a lot of ground to get a big bulk of points tonight and to stay within a realistic distance of whoever will be the championship leader coming out of this round. And at this stage, it's going to be going to Ty Morgo, because he got the 6 points for quali. Angry got none at all, so that means there's a 3-point advantage to Ty Morgo. And that means Morningstar Mike will be 10 points behind the championship lead as well. So the lead has extended, but it switched positions. So as for Heck, I think early stages of the race, he's going to have to see where Ty Morgo is weak, because you could basically come up with a strategy within half an hour that will get a definite move done. So there's a lot of time to think about it, to think about the different scenarios, the different corners that you can overtake Ty Morgo at. So very lenient in terms of how much time. Someone awesome, slowly catching up to the lead pack. But that was because we had a close battle last lap and it's extended for almost a second once again. Carmichael in P4 in the Aston Martin. XO and P5 in the third Ferrari. Morningstar Mike in the pits. And what's going on here? His car's having a fit. Something's happened because Morningstar Mike is not in the lobby. Morningstar Mike is not in the lobby, so he will still get points. I'm not sure what happened there. On board with Heck once again. Battle for the lead. He's having a lot of lockups, a lot of front left locking. Now, I did make sure this video is not suitable for kids, so anything that's a bad influence on children, they shouldn't be watching this anyway, because it's not suitable. So, I can't be done for anything that would harm the attitude of kids, because I've made it clear in the options as well. So is Heck going to send it down the inside? He's too far behind. He's taken a wider approach at Griffin's Bend, but they seem to be on par coming on exit. One line through to cutting. He's lost a couple temps from Hell Corner. Hell Corner wasn't hell on the first corner this race. Everyone seemed to get there through okay. But the trouble was Griffin's Bend. Scrappy sent it into the wall. I don't know how he still managed to hold on to P5, but he's all the way back in P6 with that incident with the championship leader, an angry old fella. A lock up from Ty Morgo on the X of the S's, the Dipper. Forest Elbow, gonna have a lot of understeer, and Heck, a lot of oversteer on corner entry. I think he lost the rear there. It sent him into the inside wall. Go Mongo or go Morgo? This message is held for review. We came 18th, mate. That's good effort for the Bathurst 12-hour, Sean. As we know, Sean is a pointy 74, the inaugural Sunday Series champion, the Clio Cup. So good result for you. Unfortunately, I didn't race yesterday. I had an eye infection, so I would have crashed the car because it wouldn't have held on. So I'll try into the next Enduro, and I think that is the Petit Le Mans, or something along those lines. Mongo, his nickname. Alright. So no worries. I just known Mongo to be a very bad word, but I'll use it. Good effort. We'll see what's going on. So Heck has lost a lot of time to Ty Morgo, or as the guys in the chat, Mongo. Hopefully I have permission to use that. And we've had a disconnection from Scraffy. Not a disconnection, he's still in the lobby. He's retired the pit box. I'm going to see if I can get him in the box, as in the chat. We'll see if he can co-commentate, because he's still in the lobby. He might be able to. So Heck has lost a bit more time, but early stages of the race, 15 minutes in, we haven't even passed a quarter of the race depleted yet, so still a lot of time to go. He loves it. Alright, I'll take that on board, Sean. So Heck following Mongo. Now, championship leader is in P6. Angry old fella. We've got Exo on P5 who has lost her and he has also retired. So we're down to 5 cars. And it's safe to say these 5 cars will get a big haul of points tonight. I don't know if this is going to be an interesting race for the viewers with the depletion of cars all retiring. So we're having a lot of liability issues with these GTEs. But we still got a battle for the lead in Ty Morgo and Heck. And then someone awesome who's 6 seconds behind. This could generate to become a battle that we'd want to see later on in the race. And we got Carmichael on P4 and Angry with that retirement of Exorcist puts him up in the P5. So we've got a couple unfortunate scenes here. So I'm going to have a 2-minute break, or a minute or two, and I'm going to see if I can get Scraffy to join me in the commentary box. And in that time I'll also get a drink. So we'll go on board with the leader in Ty Morgo, otherwise known as Mongo. He's got quite extraordinary pace at this stage. So hopefully no commentator's curse has been given to him just yet. I don't want to wish that on him, because he's shown a very good pace in this series. So we've had 8 drivers and I think 1 disconnection, or no, he's been disconnected, not intentionally, in Morningstar Mike, because his car was having a fit in pit lane. And we've had a retirement from Scraffy and from Exo. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. So hopefully Ty Morgo still maintaining that lead. He's extended the lead by an extra second. I am getting Scraffy into my party, so just bear with me here. I'm getting Scraffy into my party, so it'll be a few seconds. We'll get an extra set of eyes here. I think he also has the ability to view whatever camera he wants to, so we'll see what happens there. And I'll turn my mic on so Scraffy can hear me through his headset as well. So hopefully on my stream you guys can still hear me. I don't think anything will be affected here. So we're on board with Heck in the second Ferrari. So Ferrari 1-2 right now. We've had what we'll call 3 retirements. So hopefully Scraffy joins it soon. I'm not sure about fastest lap or anything yet. But by the seams of it, with the pace of Ty Morgo, he's looking to have another clean sweep, but still early days. You've got to keep in mind that his mates told me to call him Mongo. Apparently he likes the nickname, so I'm going to go along with the bandwagon here. So we got Scraffy in the party now. Scraffy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So what happened?
I knew this was going to pop up, didn't I?
Yep.
Basically, I just oversteered at I think the third corner.
So that will be the cutting.
Yeah, at the third corner, I came out of it, and my car somehow turned in and oversteered. Like, it was a bit weird of how it did it as well. Because I was surprised as soon as I was in the wall.
Alright, I might see if I can get a couple other guys. I know Exorcist is still online. I'm going to try and get those guys in the party as well, so we can have a bit of a discussion, because we got a longer race. My party limit is 2, so I have to set it to 4. And it will give, you know, from their point of views. So I've got your point of view.
Who was actually involved in the accident?
So, which one are you talking about?
The second one.
So that was you and Angry. I'm not sure what happened there because I only saw the behind, so I'm gonna have to save
that
the
was
footage.
After.
Yeah,
that was after the
So we're gonna have to save the footage and we're gonna have to go through that because that was huge. Alright, so are you capable to view different cameras?
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, so you keep an eye on whatever I can't see. So right now I'm on board with the top 2.
Yeah, I'll try the bottom 2 if I can.
Yep. So feel free to add input whenever you need, Scraffy.
Yeah.
You're here as a special guest, so we'll keep it that way. Hopefully you are not retired next week.
Hopefully I don't have a oversteer incident.
Well, surely Porsche isn't too happy.
In the qualifying, I didn't have any oversteer at all. I was getting all steering motion was perfect.
So I'm hearing Porsche aren't too happy with your performances. They're calling it mediocre.
Right.
Porsche pandemonium going on. So what's going on there? No contract extension or what?
I actually have no idea what's going on there.
Well, fortunately for you, I don't think any of the next series that I'm going to put on the poll will have Porsche, so you're quite safe there. I know they wouldn't sign you up due to your performances, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So both Heck and Ty Morgo are showing quite good pace earlier on. We're almost past the first half hour mark, and we might see a few pit stops that happen soon. It'll be pretty close to the times if people are going to do a double pit stop. So that means 3 stints, 1 in the middle stint and then the last stint. So that will be the even tyre strategy, I would assume. The alternate strategies, you'd have the 1 stop, 2 lots of hards, and then the 3 stopper with going for fastest lap of the race and trying to just punch out fast laps every lap. You've got to keep in mind the tyre wear is accelerating. How is the tyre wear going after a couple of laps, Scrappy? Can you give me a bit of an indication?
I wouldn't exactly know because I locked up my tyres up, so I had some flat spots on, I reckon.
So, tyre wear unevenly due to that?
Yeah, probably.
Right, and it was an inside left lock, right? It's the usual tyre that locks up here.
Yeah.
Unlucky, Scruffy, Sean is saying. So, Sean is pointy, as you would know him, Scruffy.
Yeah.
So hopefully these battles unravel as the pit stops unfold. So we're going to have people going for pit stops and they may have varying times.
The last stop, the people in like last and second last, they're not out of it at this point in time because it's
no, definitely
like
not.
You said, anything can happen on the mountain, especially because there's about an hour and 5 minutes to go on this race.
As for Angry, he's still getting a big haul of points, but anything higher than 5th is a bonus for him. So if he can manage to get that 4th spot off Carmichael, that would...
Because if you base it on how I went down and had to retire, that's basically how quick this the race can be over for someone.
I know, so...
It can be instantly.
Don't want to give anyone the commentator's curse, so hopefully Carmichael isn't no, not Carmichael. Oh yeah, Carmichael I mentioned angry overtaking him, so we want to battle, but we don't want it to harm anyone. Ty Morgo, we don't want anything to harm him with what I've said. Yeah, he's got quite good pace, and...
Yeah, at the... Is angry old fella actually catching up? I don't think so. I don't actually think so.
He's catching up the Carmichael.
He's catching up to first. He's catching up to first now and again, based on the timings I'm getting. Yeah, he's definitely catching up to Carmichael.
Yep.
So if you give it maybe 10 to 15 laps, I reckon angry old fella will be back in it with him.
10 to 15 laps, you reckon?
Approximately, based on the amount of time.
We'll soon find out, because at this stage we could have a 40-lap race.
And yeah,
so that will be about the 25-minute mark you're predicting.
Yeah.
So we'll soon find out whether your predictions are right. So
especially because angry old fella is pretty consistent with his racing.
Yeah.
He should get there in that amount of time.
A very good operator of the Chevy, I must say, especially on top of the mountain, because you wouldn't expect the Chevy to have the speed it does. And Angry seems to be pushing it up on the top of the mountain and being able to compete with your car and the Ford GTs and the Ferrari. It's unreal. He's found a spot where he can compete with those cars that are fast on top of the mountain.
Did Angry end up going into the pits when I was after our accident?
Yes, he did. So he's made a pit stop, but that's his mandatory pit stop done. So
yeah.
As for pit stops, he doesn't have to make another one. Unless
he's gonna have to. He'll probably have to due to tyre wear.
Unless Angry is fuel compromised, that will be the only way he'll get in again.
Oh, you sure?
Yep. If he's put the hards on, I reckon we'll see him run to the end.
Yeah. With me, I kept with softs because I didn't want to make a mistake like I did last race, even though it was a enduro.
So we got a haha scraffy from Anthony Kurzweil. We know who that is. Well, I tried to get him the race tonight, but unfortunately his schedule doesn't fit in.
Nah, it's just that he's too scared.
Too scared. I know you're in a league with him. I'm in a league with him that's about to start up, but it would have been good to have him tonight. It would have given everyone a run for their money. So I'm on board with Heck, and he's punching out pretty consistent lap times. But then Ty Morgo's also going 3/10 quicker every lap. So the top three, they're all...
I wouldn't say that because based on the times, the gap that Heck is actually... I'm pretty sure Heck is gaining on him.
Yeah, at this stage. So it looks like he's on a faster lap.
He's gradually gaining. I don't think it will last though, because it keeps going up and down because Ty Morgo's gaining again at certain points of the track.
Yeah, so he'll be on Conrod now. He's 6 seconds ahead of Heck, so that will be why of the variation of the times changing. And gain it back at the end of the chase. So as for your predicted winner tonight, who do you have winning this race so far? And you can't say yourself because you're out of it.
I wouldn't say myself anyway, based on how my car was running in the race. It was actually running fine in qualifying. So, but at the moment, based on what I can see, I don't think Ty Morgo will get the victory out of this. I reckon Heck will, based on that he's gaining a lot of gap out of him. If there's an undercut or an overcut done, it can probably help him get that first position.
So
either or.
You're against Ty Morgo winning at this stage, and Heck with the win. But can you explain more why? Because they're both running the Ferrari. They've both got the same strengths and weaknesses. Is there something else that separates Heck from Ty Morgo at this stage, rather than the slightly faster lap time that was recorded last lap? Is there any?
By the looks of things, he is actually Heck is actually getting going pretty fast around the mountain as well as the straights. So that's probably one thing that I've noticed with him.
Yep. So
I haven't really watched Ty Morgo yet, but I've been monitoring Heck for a tiny bit.
So yeah, what I'm getting from your point of view, from Heck's view, is he set his car up for both the long straights and the mountain.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Quite well. So he's got a hybrid setup, you reckon?
Yeah, I believe it's a hybrid.
So you get back to me once you've examined Ty Morgo. I'm on board with him now.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So
it looks like there's a bit of traffic as well, so I think Heck has to get past what's his name in fourth? Carmichael, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like Carmichael off the track.
I think he's let him through there. It's good sportsmanship from Carmichael. And he's let someone awesome through who's gonna benefit quite healthily from that, you would say. Because he's right behind Heck now, so
that could actually challenge my the thing that I said right there.
Now we know
if someone awesome and Heck get into a battle, that means their tyre wear is going to be put down, and that would actually help out Ty Morgo to get that victory in this race.
Yeah, someone awesome's been in the glory seat. He's won a race in this series. We compare that to Heck. He's had good pace, but no victory. Does that change your mind? And as well as Ty Morgo, he's a race winner in this series as well. So we've got
based on the reason why I'm saying Heck will get the win out of it is it's basically an if statement. So basically, if there's no say if someone awesome doesn't catch up,
yeah,
Heck won't have to use as much tyre.
Yeah, I get you there.
He won't have to worry about going in for more tyres.
But as for these two here, do you reckon someone awesome's better off pitting now because he's right behind Heck? And
an undercut could actually really help out in this sort of situation. So I reckon the amount of distance that it is, it's actually I think it's like 2/10.
It is at this stage.
Yeah, you can gain over 2/10 out of the pits if you're lucky.
Someone awesome's in the slipstream here. So
oh, they're gone. Someone awesome is actually gone side by side with
so he's
Heck at the moment. Oh, he's just overtook him.
So I reckon for Heck, he's just let someone awesome through.
I reckon Heck needs to go into the pits ASAP. Does he go? Oh, no. It looks like he was trying to have a little sniff overtake there to retake his glory position in second.
Yep. So as for someone awesome now, he has the opportunity to gain big time on Ty Morgo. So the prediction of Heck winning this race from you, Scrappy, it's still very high possibility, but
it's still high possibility, but it's more. I reckon it's more leaning to Ty Morgo at this point in time because a 6-second lead is actually pretty good.
Yeah. So
especially because the mountain can bite you if it wants to.
Yeah, and track position is always key. Doesn't matter which track you're racing at. Track position is always key, and with Heck 2 positions down, he's going to have to make a lot of overtakes in the later stages of the race. We've got Carmichael in pit lane right now, so Angry's moved up in the P4. So I reckon he's...
So that was actually less than the amount that I predicted. What has actually happened to Carmichael?
Might have a bit of variations in damage, because he's in there for quite a while, I'd say. I think the tyres have been changed already.
Okay, he's back up out of the pits, coming out now.
So he's repaired some damage, or maybe filled up. Because I'm not sure what the fill numbers were like earlier on. What was the fill situation like? And we have a disconnection from Angry. So we're left with 4 cars in this race. We had 8. Now we're down to 4.
Hopefully next week we have a bit more people hopping on.
Power problems with Morningstar Mike. That is fair enough, Morningstar Mike. You're still going to get the points from where you were, so that was P8 at the time. I know it's not what you would want considering it's an endurance, but yeah, from what happened, it's going to have to be. And as for everyone else, same goes. So I don't know. You retired 7th, Scrappy, I reckon.
Round about there.
Yeah, so you get points for that. I'm still going to offer points if you have a DNF, because it is a long race. But I don't think it's going to help your championship quest out, because you're looking quite unrealistic now. Now, Ty Morgo is out of the pits. He pitted in. So, someone awesome and Heck both out on track. I didn't pay attention to that because I was paying attention
I didn't pay attention to that at all.
Yeah, I was paying more attention to the Angry situation. So, we've lost half of our field tonight. You could have still been out there circulating laps. Lock up from Heck. So Heck may be in the slipstream here of someone awesome. Now, will you be co-commentating this Wednesday night, Scrappy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be co-commentating.
That's
Wednesday.
Good. So that will be for the GT3 Thunder League, not hosted by me, but G2W. You know who they are, and Heck is responding to Ty Morgo here.
Is he going into pits?
Yeah, he's
I
in the
thought
pits.
he was actually. Yeah,
So
I was about to say earlier that he needs to react to Ty Morgo going into the pits and trying to get that like a bit of an overcut on him.
bit of an overcut, you reckon? I think it's just a response to an undercut. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure Ty Morgo, due to the long pit transit for Heck, Ty Morgo will come out P2. So still provisional P1 for Ty Morgo at this stage. Heck is in his pit box now. We'll see where he comes out in comparison to Ty Morgo. And I think he's getting filled up as well because he's got an extended wait time. I didn't calculate fuel numbers, so obviously you cannot get home on one full tank.
How many laps do you reckon this race will be in total?
At this stage, about 40 odd. 40, 41, 42.
Yeah, so with a full tank it only does 29 laps.
29 laps, so yeah, you're 13 laps short. That means approximately a third of a tank that you need to put in, so it's quite a hefty amount. And Heck is 10 seconds down from Ty Morgo, so I reckon there's a variation in fuel loads there.
I reckon he's gone a bit safe and got a bit more than what he needs.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, but if you can get as close to zero over the line as possible, that is what you're after. Now, does someone awesome react to these two?
He does have a 46-second lead currently, so I reckon he can probably stay out for one or two more laps to gain a bit more.
Got to keep in mind
on the tyres that he's on, tires that he's on, and then go straight in.
We've got to keep in mind though that the pit transit is quite long, so we're taking about 30 seconds out right there for pit transit, and then tyre change is around in between 15 and 24 seconds depending on what car, and then we got the fuel load that has to go in. So I don't think someone awesome at this stage has got the track position to come out.
And by the looks of things, Ty Morgo is gaining a bit on him as well.
That will be due to the fresher tyres that Ty Morgo has been equipped with. So
yeah, so someone awesome needs to get into the pits basically this lap to really.
So even though Ty Morgo had quite a lead heading into the pits, he's still trying to undercut. He's still trying to get massive gains through a new set of tyres. But if someone awesome leaves his tyres for a little while, maybe stays out an extra 10 minutes, he's going to have 10 minutes younger tyres than Ty Morgo in the later stage if he's right behind him. So whose shoes would you want to be in at that stage? Would you want to be in Ty Morgo's shoes or someone awesome? Do you want track position or do you want better tyres?
In my opinion, rather better tyres, because towards the end of each race, even in the feature races, tyres was a key feature to winning the race. There was a few, I think in the first race that I didn't go in, I'm pretty sure some people had hards on, had more durability to the tyres, which helped them out in the long run.
That is correct. They didn't have to pit in, but as we saw last week at Alton Park, that sort of wasn't the favoured strategy. Everyone pitted in, so I think the tyre wear, specifically on the front left, would be quite severe.
On this track?
No, at Alton Park.
Okay.
The track last week where you come near last.
By any chance, are the fuel loads that are on the thing the right fuel loads?
That will be based on your fuel usage, based on
I think it's the actual one, because it just updated then. So by the looks of things, someone awesome currently has 29 litres of fuel in his tank.
29 litres, so that is about...
I think it's litres. Is that litres or laps? I don't think it's 20... Nah, it's definitely not 29 laps. It's 29 litres.
29 litres, so Scraffy's got all the key statistics of tyre wear and fuel usage, so someone awesome has 29 litres left. So
and Heck has 77 litres, and he did go into the pits.
Yep. How about Ty Morgo? What does his fuel numbers look like?
By the looks of things, I reckon Heck put a bit more fuel in. Ty Morgo has 74 litres.
But we've got to keep in mind, Ty Morgo pitted in a lap earlier as well. And I think the lap fuel usage is around the 4.5 litre mark, if I'm not mistaken. I know that's there or thereabouts for a V8 supercar. I'm not sure about GTEs, but it'll be quite similar. So I'll be away from the controller for about a few seconds. Will you be able to commentate what is unfolding before you, please, Scraffy?
Yeah, I will. Oh, so someone awesome has continued. Has he continued? No, I think he's on the. Oh yeah, he's continued another lap. So he's probably doing the strategy that Blake just recently mentioned about using as much of his tyres as possible to get more tyre wear in the last few laps, so he can gain on time will go. Someone awesome is actually really getting close to that, the exit up there. Oh, he's flashing his lights. What would that be for? Is he trying to show off, or is there somebody in front of him? Oh, there's somebody in front of him. Okay, he's just warning him, saying that he's there.
Alright, I'm back. I'm still on board with someone awesome.
And it looks like he's gone for another lap as well.
So, what's his fuel numbers looking like?
He's got 24 litres that just flicked over then. So I reckon he's trying to use as much of his fuel as possible and then go into the pits and fuel up.
So, yeah, he's going to try get as little as possible from what I'm hearing.
Based on what I'm seeing with like tyre temps, like if they're warmed up or not, it seems like they're really cold.
Really cold? How so?
Yeah. But he hasn't been to the pits, so I don't know. It's a bit weird. I don't know if the tyre pressure, like the tyre wear, actually applies over to the spectator view.
No, I don't think it does.
But the temps do. So for some reason, his setup is making it that only his bottom right tyres heating up a bit more, based on what I'm seeing.
So right now, if it was a feature race, we would have been done a couple of minutes ago going through the leaderboards, and Carmichael having a little bit of a moment down the S's. He's gonna have to let someone else go.
He definitely needs to yield. I think isn't it like 3 corners?
Yeah, he's yielded there.
Yeah,
Carmichael is very good with lap traffic. But in saying that, he's got very good pace in that Aston Martin. He's still yet to uncover it. He had it last week where he came P4 in the Aston Martin. He had extraordinary pace and he could have been fighting for P2 if he didn't make a mistake. So we've seen a little bits of good pace here and there from him, but he needs to do it consistently if he's to challenge for race wins. So when we talk about the drivers in the championship, who's the hardest to drive against, in your opinion? So you've only raced with...
Okay, so so each lap they're losing around about, like someone awesome is losing 3 litres of fuel each lap.
Yeah. So, but you didn't answer my question. Who do you think,
what is it?
Who do you think is the most difficult to race against, as in like to overtake?
I haven't, this championship, I haven't had to experience like overtaking anybody at the moment, so I actually don't know who is hard to overtake or who's not.
And we see Heck, he's caught up 2 seconds since the past time I was chatting about the difference between them two. It was 10 seconds, now it's 7. So I might hop on board with Heck. He seems to be punching out some pretty quick lap times. Because last lap was a 2:05.1 in comparison to...
Someone Awesome and Ty Morgo are in the same manufacturer, are they?
No, Someone Awesome is in...
Oh yeah, Someone Awesome's in a Ford.
Ford GT for Someone Awesome.
Yeah, for some reason they've got the same, approximately the same like tyre temps through the whole track. But then Heck, he's got like a pretty good temperature throughout all of his tyres by the looks of things.
Yep. So as for Heck, he's definitely in the hunt here. Like you say, he could be... I would say he's an outside chance with less than 40 minutes to go. He's got a lot of time to find in that 40 minutes, but he's not...
I believe if he manages to find that time, it will be Someone Awesome and Ty Morgo and Heck all out battle to the finish. At the moment, Carmichael, I don't think he is in it at the moment, unless all of these three cars somehow have some major accident that puts them in the pits for a few laps.
While you've been talking, Someone Awesome has responded. He's in pit lane, and once he comes out of the pits, tell me how much fuel he's put in. Carmichael is also in the pits, so I'm not sure what's going on there. He looks to have quite substantive amounts of damage, and I can see your car parked there, Scrappy. Looks brand new. Now, Someone Awesome's exiting pit lane. He's got 10 seconds in hand. This is going to be close, but I reckon Ty Morgo is going to have the upper hand. He's going to have the speed coming out of Hell Corner. So I can hear him now. He's down the main straight.
Okay, bite it.
It's going to be close.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
And
Someone Awesome.
Someone Awesome gets it. And Someone Awesome for 45 litres of fill in by the specs.
45 litres. He's hoping 1.2 litres per minute.
Oh,
Ty Morgo's going to send it down the inside.
This is
a
risky.
bit of contact.
But at this point, I believe, Someone Awesome still managed to get out of it.
Now, what is Ty Morgo's fuel load? I want to know that.
Ty Morgo currently has 62 litres in his tank.
Someone Awesome.
So they're even at the moment.
They're even at the moment.
Yeah, they've both got 62 litres currently.
Alright, so they're both on the same fuel load, which I thought what you were saying, Someone Awesome had a lot less. But he's come
That's
out.
how much he put in.
He's come out of the pits in P1, so... And Heck is only 4 seconds behind the lead now. So like...
Because he would have only had... Someone Awesome would have only had around about 19 litres of fuel coming into the pits.
So like you said, Heck is in this battle.
And yeah, it's coming closer now.
So...
That is actually a...
Get Heck's fuel load in the picture. I want to know what his fuel load is as well.
He's got 2 litres more than both of them.
Alright, so they're very close on fuel load. So if they have to go on the pits, they're all going to have to go on the pits. Unless it's like 1 litre difference from making the line and not making it. So this is going to be a close race in the closing stages. We're in the last 36 minutes of this race, and as I mentioned earlier, the later staging of the race will occur in between the last 20 to 30 minutes. So these guys will be in fight mode in about 6 minutes time.
And I reckon, by the looks of the numbers, Heck will catch up pretty soon.
So we're predicting a three-way battle here for P1.
What we don't hope is that they don't cause carnage with that. But if that does happen, that would actually
lost it at
that would actually help out Carmichael.
As for Carmichael, I reckon the best case scenario for him is just circulate laps and get that big pool of points that he's going to get.
Yeah, that's basically what I did last week. Knew I couldn't get anywhere further, so just circulated the laps to get around.
Because half of the grid is gone from this race, so you're still in it, you're going to get a big haul of points, even if you're a lap down. So it's good for Carmichael because he could gain a few positions in the championship as well. So this is a big deal for him to stay in it throughout the whole 90 minutes. Now, Ty Morgo and someone awesome, they're fighting very hard, but who's going to be the first winner of this first endurance? Because there's 3 possibilities right now, so I'll bring it up in the chat. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with my desktop audio.
What I really wish is that if I could see the tyre wear of the drivers.
Yeah, but it will give away too much, I would say, in a sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people will know, what sort of conditions their cars are in, and that's what we sort of want to keep confidential from the other drivers. So I'm putting something up in the chat now, asking who will win, just to keep there for the later stages of this race. So I also put, apparently Ty Morgo's nickname is Mongo, so I'll put that in there as well.
Ty Morgo is 4 temps away from someone awesome at the moment. It's getting pretty close. If he can bunch himself out of this corner coming up, he can get a lot of speed out of there and probably overtake him on Conrod Straight.
Got to keep in mind, they still got to keep the cars straight because there's still basically a feature race to go. And as for Heck, if something like that was to happen, he would be the one that comes out victorious out of that.
Just an update. Someone awesome has 56 litres in his tank. Ty Morgo has 55 litres in his tank.
So
Ty Morgo is using a lot of fuel.
If we're playing fuel numbers here, and if only one of them can get home, it's going to be the one with the higher fuel load. So,
and at the moment it's Heck by 1 litre. So it's a pretty close battle on fuel.
So I reckon everyone's going to have to go in for another stop. It's going to have to be a splash and dash, and they're all going to blink at the same time because they all have the same amount of fuel. So in 5 minutes time, give me an update on what the fuel numbers are looking like, because I don't think any of the drivers are going to make it home.
But if any of these drivers want to make it home, they can fuel save a lot and flick their engine into lean. But they will be losing a lot of time based on that.
And if they still don't have enough fuel, then they've wasted all that time. So
yeah.
it's a big risk to take. And I don't.
If you're going to fuel save, you basically need to start fuel saving at this point right now.
No, you should have been fuel saving 30 minutes ago. We'll soon find out. So, the 27-minute mark, tell me their fuel numbers, alright? Because I don't have...
27 minutes? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I don't have access to those numbers at all. I'm not sure why. So, Ty Morgo has drifted back 5 seconds. And Hex also drifted back. So, the two Ferraris... they're looking to be struggling on the long run. What's your take on that, Scruffy? Does the Ford have the better durability in the tyres? Because they're not a stock series like what we know as supercars over here, our equivalent to touring cars, they're basically all the same chassis, but in GTE, there are variations in chassis and engines and weights. Do you reckon the Ford GT has better tyre wear?
By the looks of things, by what I'm witnessing today, at the moment, I believe it actually has an extreme advantage with tyre wear. So it's probably a good car with that. But all of the cars on the grid, all manufacturers have some disadvantages.
So we're not going to be cool and parity, are we?
All like I said, some cars have an advantage at one point and some have a disadvantage at another. So it isn't like one has an advantage at all.
Yeah, so good point there. So they all get their strengths and weaknesses. They're all different. Some are awesome.
Because me with the Porsche, the only really good time for me to gain time on Bathurst is up in the mountain.
And yeah,
because
that's
where I'm fastest.
If you went with no wing, it wouldn't have favoured you down the straight either. So you'd still be losing out to the Chevy, which could have half its aero and still beat you, and you have no aero. So there's a huge advantage there. That's just comparing the Porsche and the Chevy. So at this stage, we don't have a Porsche and a Chevy in here.
Time Orgo, 57 seconds. What happened to Time Orgo?
I think Time Orgo has pitted in for more fuel. So can you update me there?
No, he still has the same amount of fuel, I think. Yeah.
Same amount of fuel, unless he's went
50...
into tyres.
By the looks of things, someone awesome has 50 litres in his tank. Heck has 51. Time Orgo has 51.
So,
but if you look at it, Time Orgo is further away, so he hasn't used as much fuel because.
So from what you said, then it's going to be touch and go, but it's looking pretty safe. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't think Time Orgo did go in and do a pit stop, for fuel. I think if anything, he went in for tyres.
I think it would have been for tyres, because that 40-second loss is basically a pit transit and tyre change. So I didn't pay attention there, unfortunately. But as for someone awesome and Heck, do you reckon they can stay out on the same tyres? Got to keep in mind, someone awesome had a lot younger tyres than everyone else in the field.
Around about, I think, was it about 5 laps younger, or in between 5 to 7? I reckon it was.
Yeah, it was about that. It was about a 10-12 minute difference in pit stop.
Yeah, which can make a difference in the end.
It will, because given its accelerated tyre wear, they go pretty quick. So, and at Bathurst, your tyres are dead within the first 40 minutes in. So there's a lot of understeer when you get to that stage. And if you get to that stage, when you got that understeer, you either got to commit or you pit in and get a new set of tyres. So I reckon as Time Orgo, he's chewed up those tyres. He's went into the pits because of that. So he's not taking the risk to stay out there. So his opportunity.
I just found a way to get how much pretty much exactly they've got in fuel load. Time Orgo has 58.6 currently.
58.6.
Yeah, because that extra point in the decimal will make a difference.
It will. We'll soon find out, because we've got 25 minutes to go. It is crunch time in this race. But we got no battle packs forming. We've got the closest challenge to someone awesome with Heck, who's 11.5 seconds behind in the Ferrari, but still looking good for a podium finish. Now, for the viewers that tune in now, we did have a field of 8, but we've had 4 retirements and other situations that have gone on with power going out and all that. So we did have a reasonable grid, but being in endurance, not everyone's going to finish, and we know that. As drivers, it's a possibility it could happen to us, so we plan for that sort of situation, but we hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I've just done some digging in the info feed, and Ty Morgo definitely did a pit stop.
Yep, so
definitely did a pit stop.
Yep, so he'll be on. So he's done 2 pit stops, according to you. So he's went in for a set of tyres.
But it was only for tyres.
So yeah, he's went in for tyres, and that means he's going to have the fast pace later on. Because if we're looking at it now, he's got 3 seconds faster pace than everyone else on the field. So, but is it too late for him? There's only 24 minutes left. That's the question. He's going to have to make what he's doing now.
And because he needs to make sure he has enough fuel to get to the end as well. Unless he goes into the pits again. But then he's going to lose time there. So he has to go till the finish, basically.
Yeah, I think the guys have done their numbers. I think what they've got now is the limit. So they're not going to be good enough to do a slowdown lap, I would assume. Might be a little burnout down Mountain Straight for whoever wins, but they'll run out of fuel soon after. But it'll be a big victory to whoever wins tonight. Unfortunately for you, Scraffy, seeing someone else win this race isn't good in your eyes, so you can tune out if you want to. I'm not forcing you to stay at that time, but if you're keen to see who wins, well and truly stay.
I need to get a bit used to commentating anyway, because I'm commentating Wednesday night, so may as well stay.
Alright, so a good practice for you, but Heck made a little bit of a mistake at the cutting. He hit the inside wall, but he kept the car straight. It was only a little scrape of the wall, so it shouldn't have affected him too much. He's 9 seconds away from the lead. Ty Morgo's gained 2 seconds last lap.
He's gaining a lot.
Ty Morgo, he got a 2:03.9 last lap. And
I still wouldn't take Ty Morgo out of this. He could still gain that amount of time.
You're not wrong, but that will be contradicting your prediction there in Heck winning this race. So, are you already backtracking?
I'm not backtracking, but I'm just basically stating all the possibilities at this point in time.
Alright. So I'm going to hop on board with Ty Morgo. We're going to see the outright pace of this Ferrari that he's kicking out of it. He's really throwing it around at the top of the mountain, and you've got to keep in mind, this isn't qualifying, this is the race, so he's really attacking like it's a qualifying lap, and he's hit the wall at the S's. I have given him the commentator's curse this time, so I deeply apologise. Still didn't lose a lot of time, and I wouldn't think there's a lot of damage from that incident.
How did he hit?
It was like a scrape, so it should be fine.
Yeah, the scrapes, I don't think you get any damage, too much damage. Because in qualifying, I was scraping against the side of everything, and yeah, I still didn't get any damage. That was on my lap that I managed to get past the person who was in front of me at that time. I think it was Carmichael.
Yep. So, as for next week's race, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to try and get it up. Just for my reference. So, EXO had net dramas as well. but he, as well as everyone else, will get points. It's a long race, so you know not everyone's going to be able to make it to the end, because obviously this unfortunate stuff does happen. Some point or another, doesn't matter how good your internet or power and all that is, there's a possibility.
Or your racing skills.
Yeah,
anybody makes a mistake.
absolutely. So I'm just going to go through the GTE calendar and I try to find it. But I think it might be Long Beach, so...
Thought so. I thought it was Long Beach.
Long Beach is definitely one of the tracks that we're going to for a feature race. The two other enduros are Spa. We know that is a very iconic track like Bathurst, and Le Mans, the big version of Le Mans, not the little Bugatti version that the F1s used to race at. So we've got a couple renowned endurance tracks right there that are to come. Both the last rounds of the championship, so that's going to be crunch time there. It'll be Red Bull Ring next week, and it'll be a feature race. Then we'll have Long Beach, then we'll have Spa, and then Le Mans. So the conclusion of this race, we're officially halfway through the series. And as for Ty Morgo, he's looking to get the championship lead after tonight. As for the race win, it's looking highly unlikely at this stage, but if he can pull it off...
I don't think Ty Morgo will get the win at this point in the stage.
He clean sweeped the points last week, and he'll be looking to do the same this week, so... And it's looking a bit out of hand, but... Like you said, anything can happen. Someone awesome can make a mistake. I don't want it to happen, I'm just stating possibilities. And that could take out Heck in the process, so and we obviously don't want that to happen. But if something like that was to happen, it would help out Ty Morgo. I know Ty Morgo probably wouldn't care because he'll come out victorious.
Okay, by the looks of things, we're going to be wiping out Heck out of contention at this point in time as well. So by the looks of things, someone probably get it. Yeah, Heck has, I believe, has gone into the wall or something.
I think at Forest Elbow because it was a bit slow coming out of there.
The front of his car is like a bit loose.
Yep.
And it looks like he's fighting some steering arm damage as well, I think. It's like just a tiny bit of steering arm damage.
Yeah, I see what you mean. His rear wing's a bit out of place as well. It's not level.
And he did go off the track a tiny bit there, but I do reckon that was... Yeah, he's gone into the pits, so I reckon he may be trying to repair the damage because it must be a high amount.
Yeah. So, Ty Morgo will regain second place. We've got 16 minutes, less than 17 minutes to go, so... As for these guys, we're going to have pretty much no battle pack. But we are going to have a winner, and we're going to have a podium and fourth position. And then we'll offer points to the guys that retired one way or another. Because there's a lot of guys that are committed to this league. And the top three in the championship was extremely close heading into this round, and it'll be a huge shift for Ty Morgo. Halfway through the season, 2 fourth placings, 1 first, and a second as it stands. Heck and Carmichael both in the pits, and Heck comes out. What are the fill numbers looking like, Scraffy?
Someone awesome has currently got 33 litres in his tank. Ty Morgo has 34, and Heck has 35, so fill numbers are pretty even across the board.
I just wanted to know because that could have been a pit stop for Phil, but yeah, it seems to be all in line with what they've predicted, what they've put through.
And by the looks of things, in the feed it says that there was a yellow flag, so Heck did crash at some point and it caused a lot of damage.
So someone awesome, he started P2 in the race, he got points for quali, so, and he's going to get a big haul of points if he can maintain the current pace and keep it in first position, because he's going to put himself up into championship contention right now. Remember, when we dropped the feature race round, he missed one of them, so he doesn't lose any points at all. So after that, realistically, he could have the championship lead based on the drop round. So that's huge. That's huge for someone awesome who joined one round late. So at this stage, it could be a 4 or 5-way battle. And I reckon Heck will be in it too, because he also started a week later. And if I'll quickly get the leaderboards on screen right now. So right as it stands, Angry Old Fella prior to this, 64 points. Ty Morgo 61. Morningstar Mike 57. Someone awesome on 46. So if we take Angry Old Fella's worst race, we take 19 away. Someone awesome jumps Angry Old Fella when they take away the worst feature race points. And as for Heck, that puts him within 15 points of the championship lead in that scenario. Even though in this scenario he's 33 points down on 31 points. So, and for Carmichael as well, that's the same case. He would also be same on points with Heck at this stage. So it changes a lot when we take out that worst feature race round. So we'll go back to the live scenes of the drivers. We're on board with Ty Morgo, who I would assume would come out as championship leader. I'll get those leaderboards out as soon as possible. Just give me a minute or so, because I've got something on charge to do that. Would you be able to commentate in the meantime, Scrappy? Right now I'm on board with Ty Morgo, so make sure you view Ty Morgo.
Ty Morgo? Okay.
Yep, I'll be right back.
By the looks of things, Ty Morgo is actually gaining a fair bit of time at the moment. But I don't think it's going to be enough to get past someone awesome at this time.
I'm back. So what's been going on in the meantime, Scruffy? Have you seen any
It's just been pretty much same old at the moment. Nothing really happening, but Ty Morgo has gained approximately 3 seconds on someone awesome, but I still don't think that's going to be enough to gain the 37 seconds that he needs.
So he's got 11 minutes to do so, and looking highly unlikely to do that. But he is 3 seconds faster every lap, so I reckon someone awesome's on hard tyres, and Ty Morgo was on the softs, so he's went the alternate strategy. So I reckon Someone Awesome has went one stint on hards and the next stint on hards. So, and as we see, he's only done one pit stop and he has the lead of 35 seconds. So he's going to hold on to it at this stage unless something, unrealistic happens. Then he's going to keep the lead. And as for Heck, he had very good pace earlier on.
At the moment, Ty Morgo has gained another second on Someone Awesome.
So, what are we talking about fill numbers right now, Scrappy? What is going on?
Ty Morgo is on 25, has 25 litres in his tank.
Yep.
And Someone Awesome has 25 litres in his tank. Based on where Ty Morgo is, Someone Awesome has their advantage at that point. Heck has 27 litres, but how far he is away, he's out of it completely at this point in time.
I'm on board with Carmichael. I'm on board for the rest of this lap. He's looking to have pretty good pace late in this race.
I reckon he had a bit of damage earlier on because I think the front of his car was a bit destroyed, and now it looks like it's been repaired. So he must have repaired it when he went into pits at one point.
Good commitment from Carmichael. He's going to earn himself a big haul of points for staying out on track. His last lap was a 2:07, so it's challenging the leader of Someone Awesome. So he's got good pace behind him. It's just a pity he's a few laps down, because otherwise he would have good pace to challenge these guys. His Heck also recorded a 2:07 too. So Carmichael last lap beat Heck. That shows he has the pace there. He just needs to be more consistent next time around at the Red Bull Ring. But keep in mind, that's quite an easy track, but quite easy to get out of the groove as well. Once you get out of the groove at Red Bull Ring, it's hard to recover. You got to keep the mid-corner speed up. The only corner that you have to really slow the car down is the hairpin at the end of the first sector. So I don't know how familiar you are with Red Bull Ring, Scrappy, but even though the difficulty isn't that hard, it's still going to be quite difficult to keep the car's rolling speed up. And you
I'm
agree?
pretty sure that's the track that I raced in last championship. I know the track that you're talking about.
But it's the Grand Prix
It's the
version.
extended, extended one.
And you made an awesome overtake there in the Clios. That's going to have to go on the highlight video of the Sunday Series compilation that I have to make for the waiting stream in the stream. So you're definitely going to be featured there. Unfortunately, I don't have that available right now, but it is on the YouTube channel. It's in a highlights
It was
video.
a bit of an extraordinary overtake at the time.
Yeah, it was quite unexpected. And you've got it done without anyone crashing, which was quite unreal.
With damage as well, so there was a bit of a risk that I had to take at that point.
Yeah. But from you in this series, we haven't seen anything yet. We know you had pace later on in the Clios, but you haven't transitioned quite well to the GTEs. Do you like the slower sports cars or the faster prototype GTE cars? Or?
I'm more experienced with the Clios, so that's probably why you probably noticed that I did better on them, because I'd had more practice before that championship actually started. I actually put some effort to practice, like maybe 2 hours for each race, like each racetrack. This championship, I just go on when it's like race time, qualifying and just go in. So basically it's due to the lack of practice.
So maybe you rethink that strategy and get on at least a couple hours earlier next week, because even though you're unrealistic for the championship, you're still in contention. So any way to bring the points back is a positive, if you know what I mean, because you can still gain a lot of positions as well. So for you, it's about showing your pace for the next series. So we got 5 minutes to go here, and it looks to be set and done as far as it goes. I've been on board Carmichael for the past couple of laps. We've got what I think is the championship leader in Ty Morgo, aka Mongo.
Where's someone awesome going to be on the ladder after this race?
So currently he was P4.
That'll bring him up to around about P3, would it?
P3, P2 based on the results of Angry and Morningstar Mike. But in saying that, the point scenario is still going to be close, so no one's lost out quite hugely, because those championship protagonists in Angry and Morningstar Mike, they're still going to get points, and they're still going to get a big pool of points, so they're not going to lose out big time, but they're going to lose out. So as well as you, Scraffy, but I don't think points are your highest concern at this stage, is it? It's about finishing the race in a good position, correct?
Pretty much. Just been a bit unlucky through the past few races that I've been in.
So your prediction of Heck coming out victorious tonight, even though it was a good
back then
prediction.
It looked like it was going to happen.
Good prediction,
but strategy in the end, like trying to get as much fill in to your car in the end actually does kill if you don't do it right.
Yeah, awesome commitment from who is left in this lobby. I know you're still in the lobby, but you retired, so
yeah,
technically you didn't have much commitment. What made you to retire? Because
basically the amount of damage that I had, it was going to take longer than the first time that I had to go to the pits. The first time I had I think 40 damage to the front, 100 to the rear.
100 to the rear.
That was a pretty...
I noticed you had no rear wings, so
yeah,
that would make sense of that figure that you just gave me. And you see, we're in the commentary box up in that tower there, so not in real life, but that's where we would be. So we've got, I think, this lap and the next lap, unless we go to 0 and that's it. I think that might be it. Someone awesome will probably cross the control line before the time goes to 0. So we're going to have an extra lap after this.
Yeah, there'll be one more lap.
So awesome race from someone awesome. Even though there's still 1 and a bit laps to go, still got to keep it straight. He can really slow it up now if he really wants to and just circulate the lap. He's got 26 seconds in hand. It's a very convincing win. That'll be win number 2 this season. So our race winners, if I recall, so we've got someone awesome, we've got Morningstar Mike, we've got Ty Morgo. Who else is there? There was another race winner, but I can't remember who. It was in not Imola. No, so someone awesome's won 2 races.
We've got another lap to go with 37 seconds.
So this will officially be the last lap. So good commitment from these four to be out on track.
You actually need to be proud of how much time Morgo did actually end up gaining, because he was like 50 something seconds behind at one point, and he's gained around about 15 to 20, I think.
It's a very good point there. So hopefully we see a bigger grid next week, because that's the feature race. And I want to make the most of that. So Ty Morgo, he's going up Mountain Straight now. So 43 laps we managed to scrape into. So one lap off my prediction. And Heck is still on the previous lap, so he's going to have to do another full lap. Unless he lets himself get lapped, which I wouldn't think he would. He's way too far ahead of someone awesome for that to happen. So, as for someone awesome, he's got a lot of time to do a burnout.
But then that's if he's, oh yeah, I think he will have enough fuel. He's got 11 litres of fuel currently in his tank.
That's plenty of litres to maybe get extra 3 laps out of it. So he's got plenty of fuel for a burnout, for a decent burnout I should say, because the last car who'll cross the control line is Heck, and he's about to start his last lap.
Ty Morgo's currently just entered the straight.
So Combog straight.
Yeah, Combog straight. He's got 9 litres of fuel. So if it did come down to fuel, someone awesome still would have came out with the win.
So awesome effort from someone awesome. He's going to do that iconic burnout that everyone does down the main straight near their pit crew. That was an awesome effort from him. That's win number 2 this season. He's missed out on 1 round, and based off of that performance, if we take away the worst feature race, he would be your championship leader. But unfortunately for that, I cannot give you the details of that, because I'm not going to do it until the last feature race is done. So he is really in the hunt for this GTE championship. We've got a lot of contenders that are still in with a good chance. We're only halfway through, and we are very close in terms of points. And there's Ty Morgo. Wonder if Ty Morgo is going to give a little bit of a jandle to the accelerator, give it a bit of a flick spin. There's Carmichael.
It's just plowing
Crashes
it
in
right
the hell
into
corner.
Ah.
There's a good effort from Carmichael. 2 P4s in a row.
I think he's trying to attempt to do some sort of burnout.
Yeah, very hard in the Aston Martin. So we're just waiting on Heck now. It's good to see an Aston Martin on the grid. Not usually too many people would like to go with them, really. I would love to see someone drive the BMW, but it lacks top-end speed, so I wouldn't see anyone use that car. So now Heck's crossed the control line now. So here we go. Someone awesome in P1. Second win of the season. He doesn't get fastest lap though. That fastest lap goes to Ty Morgo, who recorded a 2:03.4. He's in P2. He almost clean sweep the points. We got Heck in P3. It was your mid-race prediction there, Scraffy. Still challenged for the fastest lap as well. Good pace from him. Carmichael circulated laps to get P4. You had 3 pit stops, so there's a lot in comparison to everyone else.
But at least I did get the prediction right. I did say Ty Morgo wasn't going to get the victory out of this race.
Yeah, and
so
then
at least there's one prediction right.
I'll have to see when you retire, because you're not P5, I don't think. So we're going to return the lobby. And I've got the replays and all that saved. So I can't go through the leaderboard right now because
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the lobby chat and just say see it to everybody.
See you later, Scruffy, and a very good
Yeah, see
insight
ya.
from you. So I've been Metamon, and that is it for tonight. We are gonna be going the same time next week for the fourth feature race in the league, the 4th of 5 at Red Bull Ring GP, and then the week after we'll have our final feature race at Long Beach. So after that, we can drop those worst feature race rounds and see who truly is in contention heading into the final 2 Enduros. So I've been Metamon. If you like this stream, you like the content, give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel to get notified when the live streams come up this week. We've got a live stream Wednesday night for the GT3 Thunder Series. Scrappy will also be a special guest there. And then Sunday night will be the feature race at Red Bull Ring for the GTE Series. So I'll see you then, everyone. Bye.